Hello folks, I'm JD Porkchop and this is Let's Play RotaryCraft. Today we're going to get set up. This is very much just going to be an introduction episode, talking about the mods, what the plans are for the series, and what we hope to achieve. So let's get straight into it. We're going single player. As you can see, I already have a little single player world that I've been testing stuff out on, and we'll go to call this Let's Play. I better put series 1 as well, in the hope that we maybe one day have a second series. Create new worlds. And start loading up the world. So yeah, we're going to be playing with Raker's RotaryCraft, ReactorCraft, and ElectraCraft as our main mods. Oh, look at that. Right next to a village. Fantastic. Start gathering some wood. We also have some other mods. This is, we're not using any kind of FTP or Tech It pack or anything. This is a pack created by myself. I couldn't really find anything that I liked enough to kind of use, so I just decided to make my own. It's much more flexible that way. So RotaryCraft is going to be our main kind of resource production and gathering. I very much want to steer clear of using any other mods unless I really have to. So that's kind of the plan for that. And then ReactorCraft is kind of our end game. We have ElectraCraft as well. We're going to move into one of these houses, I think. It's probably the best plan. This is fantastic. Talk about an excellent spawn. We've got food all set up ready for us. It looks like quite a big village as well. So yeah, RotaryCraft is going to be, we're going to, all the kind of resource production, all the refining, everything's going to come from RotaryCraft. ReactorCraft is going to be what we're aiming for in the long term with a fusion reactor. I really want to try and build one of these legit. I think they're just the coolest thing. They're absolutely fantastic. If you haven't seen one before, Raker, the mod maker, has a video of him kind of creative building one, just to kind of show you how to do it. And there's a few other videos out there. I really advise you go and have a look. These things are cool. So that's going to be kind of like our long-term end goal. And there's a few other mods mixed in just to kind of help us along the way. We have, what do we have? We have thermal expansion. Like I said, we won't be using the resource kind of doubling from thermal expansion. We're going to use the RotaryCraft one, but it's there more for using the power conduits, stuff like that. We also have BuildCraft. We won't be using the quarry. Definitely not. We're going to try and steer away from using any of that kind of easy, very easy way of getting resources. You know, so it's mostly there, I think, for the pipes. As we have a logistics pipes added in as well for logistics, so having BuildCraft was a bit of a must. We also have forestry. I love playing with bees. I love doing all the apiary stuff. I know that's not particularly popular to show, so I think a lot of that will be done off camera, but we will have some of it shown just for people who maybe haven't done bee stuff before. What else do we have? On top of forestry, we also have Binnie's mods, which adds in extra bees, extra trees, just to give us a few more options. We also have magic bees, as we have Bombcraft installed. What else are we going to be using? Railcraft. Once again, won't be using the resource production. We'll be only using it for the tracks and the liquid storage. I like their tanks. The tanks are pretty cool. Stuff's pretty useful stuff at the moment. Where were we? Red's Power. Sorry, Project Red, which is a clone of Elaram's red power. We will be using that just for the alloy wires. I do like doing a bit of redstone stuff. I wonder if I can kind of throw a sword together with all these spare parts. That is a question. As you can see, we have Tinker's construct, which is what this is right now, which will be for making tools. So I need a blade, a rod. Was it a blade, a rod, and a... My memory's not seeming to be working today. Bone, that will do. I just need to make a... Was there one in here? Make a handle for it. No, there wasn't. We'll make one. Just make a stone one, I think. Where were we? Tinker's, yeah, Tinker's construct. We'll be using this mostly for the tools, but it's really the only thing you can use it for. Plus the glass, they have very nice glass. I know that sounds odd, but you'll see. I will show you. Mine Factory Reloaded. We're using that mostly for kind of resource production. Some of the stuff that just RotaryCraft doesn't do. Mostly kind of automated animal production is one of the best ones. There's a machine called a rancher that will get set up. We also have applied energistics and logistic pipes. These are for, well, logistics. I kind of think the clue is in the name. Right, I need a rod pattern, which we don't have. Just trying to get a sword made as the night. We're about midday, so we've got a while to go yet. I'm gonna cut down a few more trees, and then I'm gonna make that rod. What else do we have? We have yeah, logistic pipes. That would just be for moving stuff around, automating the tidying up of chests. We have IC2, which has changed quite a lot in the last kind of year or so from the mod I originally started playing with, but I still quite like it. We might even build one of their nuclear reactors as well, although we'll see. I mean, I don't think we'll be using IC2 that much. I think there's a few of the tools I quite like, and the armor is pretty good. A couple of add-ons for that: compact solars, nuclear control, which is hops. This is from RotaryCraft, another one. RotaryCraft is I don't know, it's quite a new mod. I only spotted it a couple of weeks ago. It's a potion making mod, but instead of using magic potions, you brew booze, which is kind of a nice little twist on it. So you can make wine, beer, sake, a few other things, and use it for as potions. It's quite an interesting little mod. I quite like it. Right, what else do we have? We have extra utilities. Just adds in just a kind of little extra tools. Nothing, nothing crazy. Just right. We're looking for a rod pattern. Have I gone past it? I think I have. It's probably like the first one. I'm just not paying attention. Yeah, I think that's it there. Is that it? Tool rods. There we go. Let me stick that in this. Let me stick this in here. Let me get one of those. That's only one I need. Excellent. Cool. And we'll just put this together. This, this, and this. And one sword. Right, yeah, extra utilities. It just adds some kind of little tools on the side. Right, that looks like quite a large house. Might move into that one. Is there any sheep? Get a bed made. Definitely saw some sheep somewhere. What else? We have Farmcraft, as I mentioned before. I'm not a big fan of magic mods. I don't tend to play with them that often. But Farmcraft is pretty pretty good. I mean, it's definitely one of the better Magic mods. So we're going to have a little go with that, try and get some of the research for that done. What else have we got? Jabba, just a better barrel attempt. I think this house is pretty much impossible to get into. Yeah, so we won't be leaving that one. Yeah, Jabba, it just adds barrels. If you've ever played with factorization, I think factorization was the first mod to ever do it. They just basically big chests, but they can only store one item. So it's, I thought this was a Thaumcraft tower, but it's not. What else have we got? We have open computers. I usually use Dan200, I think his name is. He has a mod called RotaryCraft, which most people who are into modding have probably heard of. I have been using that for ages, and I just wanted to try something different. I saw this, it looked a little bit different. It's getting dark. Time to... I really should have some coal by now, but I suppose I can always burn some wood, make some charcoal. What have we got? Open computers. Yeah, so I'm not the greatest at coding, so I don't know how much we'll really use that. But it's in there. It's just in case we find a use for it. RotaryCraft, which is mostly... RotaryCraft, which is mostly for kind of furniture, and it just is aesthetic, really, more than anything else. Same with... No, I need 3 bits. Same with carpenter's blocks and chisel. These are, once again, just for aesthetic reasons only. Just some... I quite like building, you know, pretty buildings. There's no point having it in an ugly dirt, building something cool like a nuclear reactor and sticking it in an ugly dirt building. Right, what are we going to do? Let's get some more wood sorted out, and then we're going to have a look for some coal. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's a few little background mods, obviously NEI, which you can see here for the stuff we have. 160 odd pages with it, and I think that's with microblocks turned off, so there's a fair amount of stuff to work through. Oh, we also have Twilight Forest, which works very well with RotaryCraft, and especially ReactorCraft, because you can get, there's something called pitch blend, which is what you make the uranium out of. It's very rare. I think you can only find it in the end and in mushroom biomes, mushroom, you know, like mushroom islands, the ones with the mushrooms. I think you can only find it in those 2 biomes, so it's rare. It's very hard to come by, but I think it's reasonably common in the Twilight Forest. Which makes it... Where did I start that little hole? It's quite a nice view from here, right? Very pretty. Build a little house here, right on the lakeside, and retire. Yeah, so we have forestry, Twilight Forest installed. So we'll be making a little trip there sooner rather than later. Go and get some resources from there. It was like some hops, I think. We also have things like inventory tweaks. Chicken chunks is obviously chicken bones does NEI. He also does chicken chunks, which is, do you know what, I think I'll just start a new one. Which is just a chunk loading mod, and yeah. Any other things? Oh, and the Ender. What's it called? I think it's Ender chests or something. We also have that installed. Hey, cool. So I think that's everything. At some point I'll probably post up a full list, so if you want to make this mod pack yourself, you can do, and maybe even post out the seed for this map. We'll see how it goes. I think kind of do another couple of minutes of this, and then I'm going to do a lot of mining off camera. Mining is obviously, it's not something you really want to be watching. It's quite boring. get one of these houses, claim one of these houses, get set up with some chests and furnace and all that stuff, and yeah, get some resource gathering, and then we'll come back and start working on RotaryCraft. I'm really excited about this. This is my, as you can probably see from my YouTube channel, this is my very first video, so you'll have to excuse me if I'm a bit stuttery on the first one. I will get it smoothed out, and we will kind of learn as we go. I'm really hoping that that you're going to enjoy this. I mean, I'm going to enjoy making it, I'm sure, and I really hope there's going to be people who are going to watch this and enjoy watching me mess up and die and just generally suck. So yeah, so I think we'll wrap it up here. I know this video has been kind of short, but like I said, you know, the first kind of day or two in Minecraft is quite boring. You don't really want to be watching this. So I'm going to go do some mining. I'm going to get set up. And we'll come back in episode 2 and start working towards the first steps of our RotaryCraft career. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all later, folks.